Hey everyone, it is Danny from Danny with a Planny, and I am here with my very first planner stack. Um, if you are new to the channel, welcome. I am a planner and I am on YouTube and on Instagram, and mostly I do sticker hauls, and I've been trying to add different kinds of content. But this is on what I'm hoping to get done in 2025. I have big hopes and dreams of working with all of these, and I've never done this before where I've had like multiple. Usually I just stick with my like A5 wide type planner and my teaching one, which I never show on this channel because one, there's a lot of private stuff like for students and whatnot. I'm a special education teacher, so I got to keep the kids' stuff private, and it's like super, 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 super functional. Um, anyways, so this will be different based off of some things that I've been trying lately, and I'm hoping to incorporate, and just like the shift in the community I'm noticing with doing some more journaling stuff, but also I love doing the A5 wide traditional, quote unquote traditional type planning. So I'm going to talk you a little bit through my journey and like my plans, my hopes, and my dreams. I'm trying to put this up as early as I can, so like you guys, if like you're inspired or whatever, you might be able to pick up parts of these things or change your mind. Because I know when I'm filming this, Sadie Stickers has just dropped her planner release. But I have been thinking of this based off some conversations I've had with other people in the community and like what everybody's desires are. But I think my direction might be a little bit different than some other people's. So, anyways, I am super interested to see where the community is headed, because I think it's a little bit of a shift. It's going to be a little of a shift in 2025. So I'm here for it. I'm excited to see everybody's journey, and everybody's working towards their like quote unquote planner piece. I don't necessarily think this is my planner piece, but I definitely think like it's where my heart is right now. So that's where we're going to go. All right, so I'm going to get into it. So I'm just gonna kind of do a quick overview. I've never done one of these before, so I'm not like exactly sure like how to start, how to go. And with it being a little bit different too, I'm again not sure. Like I've seen other people's, but it's different when you're doing it. Okay, so this is if you'll notice, not a necessarily like regular City Stickers planner. It is the dotted grid, and I will explain that when I go in. But this is what I'm thinking about using for my A5 wide memory planning. This one I've been recently loving doing some daily journals. So this is Sterling ink. It is a B6 full year daily planner. And then this one is a manager notebook from Papertess Plans. This is the B5, I think. I'll have to look that. Yeah, B5. Okay, so like I'm pretty sure it's B5. And then this is the Leela journals. And this was, I don't think this is available anymore, but she has other very beautiful ones. So that is a quick overview of the 4 different kind of planners, journals that I'm going to be working with. And I think I'm going to start with what I know for sure is working. And I'm going to go start with this first, and I'm going to explain it. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay, a couple housekeeping things that I thought of after I moved everything away. One, I am planning on doing timestamps so you guys can jump around to the one that maybe you are more interested in. And then 2, this is definitely a different background than I usually have, because I needed to figure out a different setup for filming further out, and this is the best solution that I had. And this is normally the one that I use when I take pictures, just to help cover up different parts of my desk that I don't want to be seen. And it's a just like a faux rug that I got the idea from Laura of Mosh Plan. She used to do this in her videos, but it definitely helps like cover up like the wires and stuff that are over here. So it's really nice to have it actually as like a backdrop. So here, I'm gonna get into it now. Here is the Sterling ink planner. This is the B6 daily full year. This is tweed, and I did get the white side. There was a gold option. There was only in this style planner, she had a big release. I think it was 3 weeks worth. So like 3 different weeks worth of releases. And lots of different kinds of covers were offered with different planners and stuff. But for this specific one, the B6 full year daily planner, there was only the tweed option, and then you got the option of gold or white on the side. Currently, both of these are unavailable in her shop. However, I looked it up, and there is like a note that we will restock. There is imperfections on hers, like that are available now. So like if you're okay with a little bit of imperfections, and I think she lists them in the description, you can pick those up now. So the regular planner is $47. And then the imperfections are $45. So it must be pretty minor if it's only like $2 off. That would be my suggestion or my thoughts on that. So yeah, okay, so I think that's like the background. Oh, let me go into, so B6 size, the paper is the Tom, I always have a hard time, Tom River paper, Tomrow River paper, sorry, 52 GSM white. I never know, I'm sorry, I do not know about these things, but I know some people out there care about it, so I'm trying to give the information that people like. Okay, so, and then the grid size is 3.7 millimeters by 39 millimeters. And there is 480 pages. Okay, so now that I've gotten the specs out of the way, the cover is like not hard. It is like a soft cover. And it's kind of a smooth, a little bit bumpy, but a pretty smooth texture. It has gold writing down at the bottom and then gold on the side. It has her logo on the back. By logo, I just mean like it's written, designed by Sterling Ink. And again, this kind of planning is new to me. And I just kind of looked at a few that I had seen other people using, and just so happened to have some releases coming out when I was looking and getting excited. And what I plan on using this for is daily journaling. And my kind of journaling is a little bit more like, hey, this is what we did today, and then a little bit of my feelings. I'm trying to work on putting more of my feelings in so I can kind of sort through some of my feelings as I am processing through. Like, I am a person that has a lot of anxiety, and so I'm trying to find other outlets for my anxiety. So to try that out this summer, I started with these because they were pretty inexpensive. I don't remember how much, but I think this one was under 20, and then this one was under like 30. It might have been like 25 something or 27 something. So pretty inexpensive, and I think I even got it on like a sale weekend. But they are from or Estelle, so this could be another option if you're looking for just simple journals. And they also have the same kind of like light paper, the Tomrow River paper. Tomrow River. Sorry, I keep wanting to put an R in the spot that there isn't an R in. So I started off in here thinking that this is a A6, sorry. And I started off in here thinking that this would be a good size to just kind of jot down some of my thoughts through the day, but quickly started to realize I needed a little bit more space. So here, again, I don't want to like overly share. I mean, I started off with some like to-dos and stuff, and then I went into like journaling more. And so as I started to figure I was journaling more, I went into the bigger size that I had gotten, which I had actually thought that this would be more of like my like kind of notes for myself, or like, I don't know, some bigger ideas, like my ideas holder. So I have started moving into this. This is like I pre-planned, or not pre, but pre-set down some of my layouts or whatever, and it's very easy. I was trying to use like old stickers stuff, but then realized I didn't really have all the things that I needed, and seasonally it was not working out. So I started picking up some stuff from my planner PR teams and whatnot. So like Sadie stickers, was in here, I have, this is Hello Petite Paper. I am going to incorporate Letters to Apollo, some of my Dash of Sun stuff. So I have plans to like incorporate all of the things that I'm getting all these stickers, lovely stickers from. So anyways, but realized I needed bigger. So this is the same size. Technically, I feel like the Sterling ink one is a wee, like just a smidge bigger than the or a Estelle one. I don't know if you can even like really tell on camera, but like you can see just a little bit there and then up at the top. So just a little bit bigger than that one. And I don't know if that's like a normal thing with planners, is that like they're not, all sizes are not necessarily created equal. I don't know. So, okay. So that is how I got started. And that is my plan for this, is to use it as like a journal. But the nice thing about this is that it's all dated and it has a month section, which I'm not exactly sure if I will be using the month section as like it is. I'm not exactly sure yet. So, stay tuned for that. It might be just like a highlights of the month. So as we open it, there is blank pages, and then, sorry, I skipped a page, and then there is like a cover page. Then we have the like year at a glance kind of situation. And it has the, in the gray area, I don't know if you can see that, it has the like week, so week 1, week 2, week 3, and so on, all the way up to 52, and then starts over again with 1 down in December. Oh no. Oh gosh, that's so sad. Okay, and then we have some blank pages here with the grids, and then we go into the quarterly. So here is quarter 1 with January, February, March, and there is like space at the top to put like general ideas, and then every day of the month on there, and then April, May, and June, so second quarter, and then third and fourth. I am not exactly sure how I want to lay this part out. I might just put like important dates on this, but I really think I'm going to save that for the other planner that I have. So this is the second month that or this is the first month, but it starts on month 12, the 12th month. There is spacing over here, and then it also has the week count on the side. It's pretty faint. Let me zoom in. And by zoom in, I mean pull it closer to you guys. So hopefully you can see that. And then has like light days of the week. It goes Monday to Sunday, which is a little different for me, but I noticed that a lot of the books that I got, or the like these kinds of planners that are new to me, go Monday to Sunday. So I'll just be working on getting used to that. And then instead of like going, so I think a lot of planners, what they do is they go into like your dailies after the month. So the month starts, the month layout starts the month, is I guess how I want to say that. And then you go into like your dailies. However, this one, she has all of the months preloaded, and then you go into your dailies at the end. So this is January. And I don't know if I pointed this out, and I think you can see this. I think I said there's space on the side here, but there's also space at the bottom. But I also think that depends on the month that you're given. So like here, there was no extra space at the bottoms. But in January, because we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, but I think she has 6 weeks here because it starts on a Sunday. We have more space, so she gives you that space in this one. She does have it dated, the book number at the bottom. So there's 12, and this is 13, page 13. So here is February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and she gives you a bonus with the start of January in case you like wanted to plan something out, which I appreciate because like sometimes I'm like, oh, I just need like a few weeks into January, and then like you're getting started just to like if you're planning out stuff, like maybe you're taking a trip for Christmas and you're like, oh, I just need a few weeks into this, but you don't have your new planner yet and you're just thinking out like a couple months ahead of time. Like if you're starting to plan it in August, then this gives you that space to do that. Okay, and then after this month, it starts into the January section, like dailies. So the way that I heard her explaining it on her channel when I was watching the overviews of all the different kind of planners, because I originally was not going to get this one and talk to Tara of the Sticker Garden, and Tara kind of like was like, no, I think based off what you're describing, you kind of want this one, and I was like, really? And yes, Tara is right. So I ended up with this one. But how she was explaining it is that every single month, your first of your month is always going to start on the right side, no matter what. So like even if it ended like on the right side, like the end of the previous month ends on the right side, she'll give you a few pages and then start it again on the right. So you'll always have like I'm going to call it a dashboard or like a beginning page on the left with the month, so you can do whatever you want, decorate it however you want. And I'm kind of excited to maybe do that, so like put like January in here and do some stickers and whatnot. And then you first starts on this side. There are, as you can see, markers for every single month that you are in here, so it goes all the way up to December with the 12th. So dashboard, first of the month, and then she has a date there, Wednesday, 2025, January 1st, and it has, I'm gonna zoom in by pulling it up at, let me see, 6, so this is time, sorry, and it goes all the way down to midnight. So if you are, I've seen so many people doing cool things with this, like they'll put like a little bit of a their daily stuff here and then like leave this side for like note taking or things that happen throughout the day. That is not my intention necessarily. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But that's kind of the fun thing about this, is that I can kind of play with it and do what I want. It's my notebook. But my intention mostly is to use it as like a journal, like I have been the last couple of months, and I'm so excited because I've been doing it since August and still doing it in October, so yay me. Anyways, so definitely want to put stickers into this and use it to like kind of jot down my thoughts throughout the day. So I am not going to go month by month, but I am going to give you a little overview. If this is something that you want me to go more page by page, I feel like I'm doing a pretty general overview, but you really are wanting me to go more in, just let me know. To any of these journals, let me know, or if you have questions, let me know. All right, so then same thing, 6 a.m. through midnight, and then so you're getting a little bit of an overview of what a month might look like. And now I'm going to kind of skip towards the end because it is okay. So this is a great example. So it ends on the 31st, and that is on the right side of our page. So instead of like starting the first on this side, she has given you two blank pages, 1, 2, and then it starts on, not on February 2nd, sorry. It starts on February with like that dashboardy page, and then it goes back into January or February 1st on this side. So super cool. I like that she's doing that, so it's consistent. Like you're always starting on this side with your first of the month. And it goes all the way up to December, and she kind of does, so here's the 31st, and then she gives you 2 extra page, like this side and this side, and we were at page 442 there, and then you get quite a bit of extra pages that are just blank. I mean, they have the grids, the dotted grids, but you can use them for whatever you would like. If one thing that I was kind of thinking is if I like have a really busy day one day and I go over, I can like say continues on page 445, and then you would flip to 445 and have the rest of the information there. Haven't quite decided if that's exactly what I want to do with it, but that is one thought that I'm having, because there have been a few days, and this one, like I think even, I don't even remember, but I've had to kind of cut it short because I'm like, I'm running out of space. I gotta like shorten what I want to say. So, yeah, so that's kind of one of the things that I'm thinking. And then the last page is again kind of like the same kind of design that she has on the back, and then another thick page, and then the back cover. So that is the Sterling Ink B6 full year daily planner. She has all kinds of options on her website. So if you are interested, um, you can, I'm going to try to link this stuff also below. So you can click on the link below and go. I do not PR for her. But I just am a fan of this. So I love this. And I'm so excited to get started, and I might even start like putting stickers in after this haul because I am just so excited. Yeah, okay, so that is this planner. Okay, this notebook is the from Papertess Designs, and it is the B5 Manager's Notebook 2025 edition. And it was $56. It's still on sale. It's technically $58, but it's still on sale. And she has a sand color and this black color. So the sand color is just like a really light, like kind of off-white color. And this is all this particular one comes in this size, and then it also comes in an A5 Slim. I really went back and forth between the two, but decided I wanted some more space to like play with, I think is kind of where my mind went. But I probably would have been okay with an A5. Dot grid spacing is 5mm by 5mm. The paper is 75 GSM Cosmo Air Light paper. She mentioned in her video that I watched that she decided to go with the thicker paper because it is like a bit thinner than some of her other notebooks. And by thinner, I mean like there wasn't as much like material in there that she wanted, like as much pages. So she decided to go with a thicker paper quality. And I think that's about it as far as that kind of stuff goes. I didn't mention this in my last one, but the same thing is that they both kind of they like one of the qualities of them is that they both open up, and like stay open as part of their functionality. Okay, so I have nothing of equivalent to match this. I just have a need in my life, I guess, as the boys are getting older, trying to keep track of both boys in their curricular activities and whatnot, and then being on a bunch of PR teams. I do have like a digital PR thing that I'm keeping up with. I bought like a Google Sheets document that is for PR, and I've kind of adapted it for myself, and I have sort of been using it. I haven't been tracking it as much, using it to track as much stuff, but I do use it for other things to track some of my like coupon codes and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to house that all in here, but I also still like having the digital because if I'm on the go and don't have this with me, then I also have that there. So that's kind of was my original reason for doing it digitally, but I think I'm gonna like having it like more concrete. So anyways, I am very excited about like, I think this one was the one I was most excited about getting because of the potential for it, and I'll show you more about it later. I did do an Instagram story on this when I got it, which was technically yesterday. But I'm super excited. My intention for this one is also not to necessarily do a bunch of pretty stickers in it. However, we'll see where it goes. I am trying to keep it realistic. If I'm doing my like memory planning and doing a daily journal that I'm planning to put stickers in, I can't necessarily do all the things. So we'll see where we go. Some weeks I might, some weeks I might not. Okay, so enough intro. Sorry about that. Okay, so it is another like very smooth. This one is very smooth texture-wise. I love that there's a rose gold like lettering. It says a manager's notebook. edition 2025 B5 project planner. On the side, it doesn't have anything written on the side. And then on the back, it has Papertess in that rose gold. It is white on the side. There's no like gold foiling or anything, or rose gold. Rose gold would have been really cool. Again, flexible cover. It helps with that like staying open when you open it. I'm hoping this is all in frame. Yay. Okay. So there's a cover page. And the cover page is a bit thicker than the rest of the paper in here. There's like, I don't know, second cover page. And then here is your overview. And then on the opposite side is the dotted grid. So I don't know, like if you wanted to do like maybe some overall goals or whatnot. I think another thing that would be fun is to do like some maybe like 5-year planning or something like that where you have like long-term goals potentially. There was, and I can't remember exactly, on some of them there were like, well, there was like one mistake with, I want to say it was October. This one seems okay, but I'm also like not 100% sure if I remember, but to me it wasn't a big deal. I'm like, okay, I mean, it's nice to look at this as an overview, but I'm not like relying on this fully as my only calendar. So to me, that wasn't a big deal. So I don't know if there's like a discount out there for those that are like, that might be why there's a discount on that, like $2 discount. Okay, so this is the overview. So there was an overview in the Sterling ink one that I had. So this one looks a little bit different. It's also because it's bigger, I have more space to do things. The Sterling ink one had it by the day. So the February, and I'm really good at February because it's my birthday month. So I know that there is 28 days because my birthday ends the month, most months or most years, I guess. Sometimes there's a 29th, but it's also the shortest month of the year, even when there's 29 days. Most months are 30 and or 31 days. So you would just track it on here by yourself, where the other one had it marked out. Here, let me do a little bit of a comparison. So what I mean is like this one had, I'll use February. See how it has like the days are written on here and it says like Saturday, Sunday. So this one does not do that for you. I don't know whether I'm going to like that or not. It's just a noticing that I'm having. So just a comparison. And it also has them over here too. So like you don't have to like track it all the way across. You can just go this way. So, but this is nice to see like a whole year on one page, and maybe like the important dates and stuff. So, like as a mom, this might be really important. I've also like been talking to like some shop owners, and like this could be a really cool functional way to track like when you're going to do releases or when you plan to do releases, and you can visually see it like a whole year's worth. So I think that could be really useful if you are a shop owner or have some kind of like work related something. That could be a really nice page to have. So okay, and then this has also a quarterly section. So this one has January through March, and I didn't realize this, I think, when I was going over it on Instagram, and I was like, I love it so much, let me look at it again later that night, yesterday night, and realized, I thought for some reason it went this way, but it goes this way. So this is January, the first week, second week, third week, fourth week. So like it's first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So it goes all the way up to the February 29th. I don't think this is a leap year. I thought it was like already. That might be a typo too then. Oh, I'm so silly. Sorry, ignore me. This is I was like, why is there 30 in February? See that just really is very telling of me. So I would have included this as a January month or January week. and not February, because February, like, it's saying February 1st starts on a Saturday. And to me, most of the days of the week in that week are in January, so I would have considered that a January month. But that's me, and I think my guess is that the intention is that, oh, this is the month that it starts on, or this is the week that it starts on, February, so that's what we're going to track it as. Okay, sorry, that was a long explanation, but it was literally my mind, because down here is the 28th and then it's the 1st, but it also has March. That's a fun fact. If you're if February is not a leap year, and it starts on a 1st on a Saturday, then it also, the March will start on the 1st if it's not a leap year, because it's literally divisible by 4, so it starts on the same. 28 is divisible by 4, I mean. So anyways, well, maybe because I was like thinking 4 weeks, but maybe it's because it's divisible by 7. That probably makes more sense. Anyways, okay, so then we have, sorry, there's a fly. I feel like Cassie, but it was a bee in her video. Okay, so this is quarter 1, and then on the other side, there's dot grid section. Again, I'm not sure how I'm going to use this, but I think it would be really cool for, again, shop owners or whatnot. And then like, so maybe like your ideas could be on this side, and then like you're tracking things a little bit more closely in this one. Here is quarter 2, which has April, May, and June, a blank page on the other side. Quarter 3, July, August, and September. And maybe like I track like my, like when I'm gonna do, maybe that's what I'll do. I haven't gone into this yet, but my plan for the 2025 year, and I've kind of started it this year anyways, but haven't gotten into planning it because I'm still in 2023. But have literally just finished my son's first year. I haven't done his birthday yet because I want to create my own kit for him and do a special one. So I'm working on creating a kit, but that I can take my time on doing that. So I've kind of, after that, I'm planning just special weeks within the year. So that's not necessarily every single week. And that plays a little bit into why I'm changing my planner up for my memory planner, but I can mark like maybe the weeks and what I want to use in my planner on these pages. So maybe, I don't know, that might be a thought. So here's quarter 4, which is October, November, and December, and then the blank page. Then you get more blank pages, which separates the next part, which is January, the month of January. So let me take that away. Oh, it comes with this, so you can mark where you want in your journal. So this is one of the selling points for me, and the next page. Like those were the two highly, I mean, I also really liked the quarterly, but I think I just liked quarterly and the overview. But I think that was like just more of like, oh, that's a really cool idea if you are this kind of person. But it wasn't something that I was like, I'm still not exactly sure how I'm going to use it in my life. But I can still appreciate something even though I don't know what I'm going to use it for. But this, I know what I'm going to use it for. I have a couple of different ideas. Okay. So, as you can see right here is where we have the months. So January starts here and ends here, but then you have this whole section over here and over here. There is this opening, which I guess you could kind of put maybe some ideas up there, but I think I'm probably mostly just gonna leave it blank. Maybe if I was gonna decorate, that's where I would decorate. But this is, I think, the intention based off of the video that I saw, and like semi my intention. So as a mom, I would like to put like my to-do list or like my important things, maybe my husband's, my oldest son's, and my youngest son's, and then I could track some other things. You could also do it as like a chore tracker, like first week I want to get these chores done, second week I want to get these, third this, fourth this. You could do it as like not just chores, but like a kitchen, bathrooms, living room, bedrooms, and so on, like lists of things you want to clean or organize. So like this really is super nice to break it up. There is 6 sections. And then if you really wanted, you could divide this one up. So I guess like if you wanted to, you could write like kitchen up here and then have the list here, or my name and then have the list, or you could write it across like mom, dad, and then do the list here. So there's a couple different ways of doing that. So there's that section. And then there's this itty bitty section down here, which could like be another section for a to-do list or whatever if you wanted. If you're trying to keep track of like grandparents, that's another idea too. And then over here is like another area for lists. So the possibilities of all the different things that you could track on this page is really nice to me. And I think I'm gonna maybe hopefully get the hang of it as I go through the year and figure out what I want to track and what I want to use it for. So I'm excited for that possibility. And the other like really cool thing that I liked was that there is this space up at the top. So like, for instance, my son does like coding classes on Wednesday. So I know that I need to track, like I can put that up at the top and not have to track it every single time right here. Or if I have, I don't know, like my youngest does soccer and I want to put soccer here on Thursdays, and I could put it up here and not have to track it through here. So that to me was really, really nice. I think that probably plays a little bit nicer into the smaller planners because this space here might not be as big, but like there's definitely lots of room here. Also depends on what you're using this for. Like if I'm using it to write to-do lists down, or I doubt that you'd be doing that in this, but like if you're having a busy day or whatever, and that can be plopped up here because every Thursday you have this, then that's great. It could also be like a weekly focus of like on Mondays I want to clean the kitchen, on Tuesdays I want to clean the bathrooms, on Thursdays or Wednesdays I want to clean the living room, and so on and so forth. So like that could be another way you could do it, and then that is tracked over here of what you're cleaning for each of those weeks. So anyways, that's just something that I've been thinking about. So really loving this page, very excited about this one. Lots of different possibilities. And then this is the other page that I am like loving. Okay. So this page to me is more like mom life. And this page to me is more like planner PR life. Okay. So this is called the dashboard. Technically over here, it talks about this month's goals. This section up here with the dots has brain dumping and mind mapping, so like ideas and such. This is your progress, which I am not exactly sure how to use this, but I think it is related to this and then this. So this whole section right here is about progress, and I think it's based off of what is over here, which is habits. This is your monthly to-do list, and like I said, habits, and then you're tracking your habits throughout the month. So my plan for this page, or at least my big plan, my major one that I'm like thinking of, is that I would like to put down my posts, or like my PR teams that I'm on, and then like how I'm posting for them. So I use Sadie stickers as one of my examples. So if I'm doing Sadie stickers, Instagram stories, Sadie stickers, posts like on my feed, maybe I am doing Sadie stickers on YouTube, and then I can track it throughout the month, and then maybe mark it over here. Like I can tally it all the way up and then mark it here, like Sadie stickers, the Pretty Pinko, paper trail plans, so on and so forth, and see how much I am able to promote those shops. And this is probably a totally me thing, but like I really love to represent these shops to the fullest. And so like when I'm not able to do that, or trying not to, like I don't want to overshadow any of them, because they're all like, have become friends with a lot of these shops that I PR for. the shop owners, and they're so sweet, and they put their heart and souls into so many of these shops that I just adore them and want to support them in the best of my ability. So this might help me better do that. And so that is my I'm so excited to have this to be able to do that for them. Not sure exactly how to do the month list. Maybe it's coming up with some ways that I want to help support them, or some ideas for my channels, or different kind of stuff there. I was thinking maybe I can track some of my codes and stuff up here, or if I've used my PR credit up here. So that's kind of where I'm thinking of using that. And then maybe some brain dumps of some other Instagram uses over here. So it's kind of my idea for this page. I'm very excited about it. And then like the next page is the daily page, or like week by week. I shouldn't say daily, it's week by week. Okay, so we have it does say December and January, so it starts off with the 2 days of December, and then the rest is January. So over here is the focus week, and there is 7, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. And what's nice about this is that there is like a little mark, so you could put like a 1 and then put what it is. Which I think it's really cool that it's 7 of them, because if like you wanted to do a to-do list for each day, you could totally do a to-do list, but then also like keep track of your like schedule here. So that's always my issue, is that I'm like, where am I keeping my to-do list? If I'm doing like a schedule like this, how am I keeping a to-do list? And I don't want to have to like just have stickies all over the place. So this solves that problem of like having the to-do list over here, and then like, so this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then being able to go over here. So this also has the like section. So if you have a like an appointment, or I don't know, something to keep track of, or maybe it relates back to this up at the top on the month section, or if you're like doing a weekly cleaning, you could write that up there. You could write your top goal for that day. Just lots of different options. You could do a quote of the day up at the top. Whatever your heart desires, obviously. You could do it up at the top. So this goes from 6 a.m. all the way down to 2 a.m. And I was joking like on my Instagram that I was like, I better be sleeping. All of this down here better be like sleep, 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 sleep. Not that I'm tracking that, but I mean, I could use it to track that down here. But anyways, so that is really nice. It is military time on here, so I don't, it doesn't bother me, but it might bother somebody, or not. I might think it's cool. So, and then Saturday and Sunday have bullet points instead of the military time, and that's nice that it has that, and they're stacked obviously on top of each other. So that way your week is more full. But so I'm really like liking this page, thinking it's really cool. And hoping to get some use out of these pages. I'm fearful that I'm not going to get as much out of this kind of page, just because this to me is where I have most of my stuff in my planner, my school planner, my teacher planner. So I'm not really tracking it here, but I that's where, again, I think the month section is going to be like appointments for my boys and stuff, and I do a lot of that on my phone, but I think me writing it down again helps me. I'm a visual learner, and like the task of like writing it out will help me as well. So anyway, so here's the second week of January, the third week of January, and the fourth week of January, and then it does go into a fifth week before it starts February on that Saturday and Sunday. And then you're back into your month section with that like divided up side over here, some space down here for some journaling space. And I did notice that like she has it already laid out, so whether or not these two are used, it's still like this space is being utilized as your space for the calendar, if that makes sense, the monthly calendar. So notice these aren't used, but you could totally use them for something else if you wanted that month. So that could be stickers there. And then the dashboard, which I'm so excited to try to use. Okay, so it goes all the way up until January, February, or December, I mean. So here is the last month, or last week of the month of the year, and it actually goes into January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Then after that, it has dot grid page, and she has it numbered down at the bottom. So down here it's 1, and on the other side it is 2. I hope you can see that. Yeah. And then so that goes all the way up to page 54. So you have 54 pages of dotted grid that you could do all kinds of things with, I feel like. Making lists, grocery lists, planning of like ideas. Okay, then there is this white page and then this heavy cardstock, and then you're given a big like pocket in the back where you could like put your bills. If you're doing sticker planning, you could put stickers back here. It's pretty like hefty. It does not come with a elastic, and in her video she mentioned, and one of them, I don't remember exactly which one, she mentioned that she decided not to because there was a lot of manufacturing issues with the like the elastic that she was using, or I don't know, so she decided just not to do that for this, so that way there wouldn't be that issue this time around, which I'm okay with. I don't think I need one. I mean, I don't know how thick this thing's gonna get, but I don't think I need one. Okay, so that is my plans for this one. So it's kind of like my mom life, my planner, PR life, social media one. So again, there's that one, and then my daily journal. So those are the two that we've gone over so far. And then this one is the Papertess Manager and Sterling Ink. Okay, I'm gonna move into the next one. Okay, weirdly enough, I feel like this one's gonna be semi-short. I think, hopefully. All right, so this is Sadie stickers. If you notice, this is dotted grid and not her weekly kit, and it's notebook paper. In the past, I have gotten this, which is the monthly and weekly A5 wide inserts, and I usually get the undated. So it is basically just an open, like you have your columns, whatnot, and then there is a monthly section here, but none of it's dated. There's no tabs, no nothing. So I want to tell you this is where I'm coming from and what I have been using for the past, since she's basically come out with inserts. Like her inserts are thebomb.com. Anybody using that anymore? Her paper quality is like that unicorn paper. I love her paper so much. Like I am able to pull up stickers. So my dilemma started to become, well, I normally go by Danny, but when I am feeling myself in trouble, I go Danielle. Danielle, what are you doing? You are not planning every single month or every single week of the year. So why are you using a full on, like a whole thing like this? What are you doing? But I was like, but what else would I use? Like, what else is there out there? And when I did my live with Cassie and Cassie of Sweet Like Honey Plans, and Shantae Plans, I was talking about how I love this paper and what I was thinking, and even though I am on the PR team, hadn't looked at this, and Jess of Luscious Plans and also one of the shop owners of Paper Trail Plans mentioned that she has a dotted grid paper. And I was like, are you kidding me? Because that's actually what I've been wanting her to come out with, like in my head, or like plain paper. So basically that week I ordered these two, and I'm going to start playing with them. Now, my thoughts are that I am because I'm not doing every single week and I'm just literally going to pick and choose the most important weeks of the year that we do something like go on vacation or maybe holidays. So, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween, picking those special weeks out and just planning in here. So, my thought is that I'll kind of do like a cover page of like my planner 2025, and then I don't want to say like a month spread because I that's another reason why I was like, why am I like, I don't do any months. Literally it's just like a placeholder for me. So I was thinking that I could make like a fun dashboard or like memory thing here. Maybe put some of the Polaroids in here of like my family and stuff like that. So I'm not exactly sure. So that would be like my January dashboard cover. And then whatever the weeks that I want to use, I can. So if I decide to do the first week in January, but not the second week, that's fine. I don't need to worry about it because I put the dates up at the top. Like if it's the first, I'll put the first. We know that I think the first is a Wednesday. So I will mark that on here and kind of create my own columns because legitimately we aren't using columns the way we were before. And I can create my own columns by putting the days of the week up at the top and kind of just using my own spacing for that. I'm not exactly sure if it's going to work, but this is how I plan on using it in my head and just thought this was going to be a more functional way of doing it and also not having to hold myself to like all these empty spaces because I start to feel like anxious when I don't have my whole thing filled out, my whole like planner filled out, but this will allow me that space to like not have to feel that way and kind of just go with what I want. So if I plan the first week of January and decide to skip the second week, but something fun is happening the third week of January, then I just go ahead and flip the page and okay, I'm planning for that week in January. If I only do one in January, then I only do one, and then I start my February dashboard and move on to February 1st or February first week of February. So that's kind of my plan. I did pick up the dotted grid, but I also picked up the plain paper because I was like, I don't know, maybe I kind of feel like I'm going to lean more towards the dotted just to have some kind of guide, but did also pick up the plain paper. Just again, not sure exactly. Maybe I'll insert some of these in between as like my month or do like tabs and stuff on it. I don't know. Just giving me some options to play with. So while I'm not 100% sure, I'm also okay with playing a little bit with both of these to see which one I like. She has these up all throughout the year. You can pick them up, I guess, at any time. You can use Danny20 to save 20% off. She just released her inserts for 2025. Now this is undated, so it doesn't matter, but she has all kinds of planners and stuff and has released daily planners or like daily day by day daily planners instead of like just the weeks. So anyways, I'm excited for this new venture and the idea. I only picked up one pack. I don't know how much I'll use in a year. If I need more, then I'll buy more. And I still haven't figured out. I really want to get a Dear Emmy A5 wide. However, I'm really hoping that on Black Friday there'll be a sale and I'll be able to purchase one because they are a little bit more pricey than the ones that I normally get. I normally get an Aura Stell cloud planner, and that's usually one of my Christmas presents from my husband. So I kind of don't want to tell him how much the Dear Emmys are, but I mean, it's like actual leather and very high quality. So not that the Aura Stell isn't, but just there's a reason for the price difference. Real leather versus faux leather. So, anyways, so that's kind of my plan. I don't know if I did a really good job of explaining it. If I have more questions from people, if you have a question about this, please let me know down below in the comment section, because part of this is I'm not exactly sure myself. I'm excited to try this and see how it goes. But also, like, I don't know what questions I'm going to get because this is a new, I haven't seen anybody else doing this. Because I know personally I can't keep up with every single week of the year. My planning is so intricate and so detailed that I can no longer keep up with doing it every week, every day, every week. Like, this is my 2023, and that is, it just takes me so long to get all of this done, and I cannot keep up with it like this. But I love doing this, and I don't want to like restrict myself just because I, I can't keep up with it, if that makes sense. But I also don't need to plan every single week, right? Because that's just not necessary. And I'm literally marking like 3 things out of the day. So most of this is just because I want to do pretty planning. And this is pretty planning to me. And like, I'm not using the column super functionally, and I go into the tops, like the date cover section no longer stays in the date cover section for me. I go down into the columns. So to me, I was like, it doesn't make sense for me to want to stay in the columns necessarily. So I get to choose how deep I want to make the date cover section, how far in I want to make my sidebar. Like, it just gives me a lot of options. So it's kind of a mix between like a journal and the weekly, and it's my best combination that I could think of, where I get to do both and I get to plan the way that I want to plan. So that is why I am doing it this way. Which then leads me to the next thing that I plan on doing. So again, if you have questions, let me know. I'm not sure if I explained everything the way that I was envisioning, but yeah, it's kind of a simple, in my mind, changeover, but also like super rational of like, planning is changing for me. I'm not planning the way I used to plan like 4 years ago. So it's time to change it up. So that's where we're at. So let me know if you have questions. I'll do my best to explain, and maybe I'll do a video separately on it once I get into doing some. And I do plan to jump ahead in my planner and do some jumping around of like finishing up 2023 and doing 2024 stuff, but also then going into some 2025. So that way I can kind of test this out and see how I'm liking it before I get too far into it. So that's my plan. Okay, last up, I have the Leela journal. I did do a video on the specs and stuff of this planner. It's one of my journaling. I did a journaling page or journaling one. So it's in one of my hauls. So I have already gone over this in quite a bit of detail. So I'm not going to really go over it too much. I haven't played a whole lot with the paper. This is my first journal from her, so I haven't really played a whole lot with the paper and the ability to like pull it up. I know Jess of Lustrous Plans has been using it a little bit, and I think she said it's pretty good. I don't think it's as good as the Sadie stickers. Like, I call it like my unicorn paper because it's really forgiving when you pull up stickers. So I don't think it's as good, but definitely a good quality. It's not the Tamara River kind of paper. But I fell in love with this lace on the side. And so my plans for this are, I think okay, so it's going to be monthly stuff and just kind of highlights. And it's mostly, I think, just because I want to use more stickers and just kind of play some with more free-form journaling, where the memory planner that I have, it is a little bit more not functional, but more structured. That's what I want to use. In that, like, we know we have days of the week going like vertically. Maybe I'll do some horizontally. I don't know. We'll see. That'll be fun to play with. But anyways, so this one is going to be like probably doing a calendar, and then doing some of my kids, like highlights of my kids, potentially some order tracking, maybe, I don't know. And then the currentlies that I am loving, maybe some of my social media like statistics. However, I don't know if I'm keeping it in the other one. It might just be a for fun thing to keep it in here. I know Tay of Shantae Plants has been doing like a what is she calling it? Self-care bingo. So maybe I'll do some of that. Maybe I'll mark some of my reading in here. I'm hoping to get better about reading. Maybe I'll track some exercising in here. So I don't know exactly. I've done some journaling already. Where is my journal? Oh, there it is. Okay. So this one it's an inexpensive one that I bought on Amazon. Literally, I knew I just wanted to kind of like play and get ideas down. I was hoping to use it a little bit more functionally. Things got away from me, and that's why I'm saying like I have high hopes for using this one, but this is probably like back burner if I get to it type of stuff. Um, so, but maybe my ideas will shift. I don't know. So that's like I'm still trying to figure some of it out. I I definitely know I want to use the other three for sure, and then this one's just going to be kind of like a I hope I get to it type of thing. But I also want to start going ahead and like setting up parts of it like now so that it's ready to go, in that way when life gets crazy, because I think what I've realized, so I started in this one. I keep popping this in upside down. Okay, so what I have in this one is I did leave some spaces to like do like an intro section, which I probably will do that here too. But then I started with an April one, and so this is what I found out that I liked. I liked this, doing this. And then I did like my April kit lineup, which because I'm not going to do every single day of the week, or every week of the month, don't think this is a great idea for me to continue on with. The social media thing, I may or may not. So this whole page here might just go away, which then makes it maybe a little bit more doable for me if I have only a few pages. Here, I'm going to cover this up. Here is my son's, and again, I didn't track this very well, as you can see. Like my plan was to write like things about them that they were doing, which I do like that idea and want to do that. And I like having the pictures in here and like kind of looking back and seeing where they were. And then also like he was 1 year and 11 months, 7 years and 8 months. So like that was fun. I really like the pictures. So I definitely want to try to keep this page up. And then I'm covering this up as well. So the currently's, like what I was watching, movies and stuff. We had watched Ghostbusters, Dawson's Creek. I was like rewatching in the background of doing stuff. Eating Shake Shack was a highlight because I remember it had just opened. Um, Listening to my old jams, like listening to my old music. I was really enjoying that, like the 90s stuff. We watched the movie Dune 2 in the movie theater, so that was fun. And then I was like really liking writing this stuff down. And then I have reflections, and I started to write some stuff down here. Again, that's why I'm covering it up. So this is going to be easier because I am kind of doing that in my daily journal, like keeping track of some of the stuff that I like. So it would be easier to like put that in here. I don't know what this page will look like because I'm doing the daily journal. So is it just kind of like a recap of the month, things that I enjoyed of the month? So maybe that's what this is, which is like totally cool. I can do that. So as of right now, and then do I add like, and then see, that was done for me. So then do I add like the bingo section? Do I add more, or do I just kind of leave it as like a 5-page thing. So that way it's pretty simple, not hard to keep up with, yada, yada, yada. So this month, I think it was kind of similar, um, the same kind of lineup. I didn't even get to doing that with them, and I didn't even do the reflections. I did like how I did this. I left more space, instead of it being the tiny ones like on here. So I kind of like that. Um, and so yeah, no reflections. And then I went in, I skipped because I wanted to jump ahead. I'm kind of doing August, and this is where I've started so far. Well, with my restarting, and then have this in there. So I don't know how I'm going to exactly do or what I'm going to exactly track in this. I just know like I'm really enjoying people doing the Dutch doors. I like the pulling out of things or kind of making it interactive, and that's what I'm really excited about. So I don't know if so I want to try some of that stuff in my journal. Um, but also have had thoughts of like, hey, why not do some of that in your memory planner? So maybe I'll pull some of that into there and then not have the need or not have the big need for it here. But I don't know. I really like the idea of the journal and the creativity that I have yet to explore in this area. So that's kind of, this is my big mystery or big wonder for 2025 for me and my planning journey is whether or not I'll be able to kind of I don't want to say keep up with it, because I also don't want to put that pressure on myself that like you have to do it and you have to like, this one's just going to be, I think, my for fun if I have time for it. I would love to like post stuff if I'm feeling comfortable doing that, because I do know people have asked me to post some of my journal stuff, so I would like to do that if I can, but also just kind of want to keep it not super stressful for me, because I think that's what like that's why I ended up stopping doing what I was doing, because I was putting all the stress on myself of like, oh, people are wanting this from me and I need to deliver, and just I don't know. I don't normally feel that way about my memory planner, so I don't know why I was feeling that way about my journal. I think it was just because it was new and I didn't have that comfortability yet with it. So, anyway, so this is the Leela journal. Hoping to kind of just use it as just a kind of a for fun project throughout the year. So may or may not be able to see some of the stuff that I have going on here. But yeah, so that's the last of my stack for the 2025. Okay, here is one last look at my quote unquote planner stack. Don't have a cover yet for this one. I'm hoping to get some kind of deal during Black Friday. But yep, so that's going to be my A5 memory planner, A5 wide memory planner. This is going to be my mom life slash planner, social media. May or may not be doing stickers in this one. Probably just going to depend on my mood. My daily journal. Definitely going to put basic, simple stickers. Hopefully, doing some pre-planning and just kind of making it easy on me, but also having fun, just writing stuff down throughout the day. And then definitely my for fun, like quote unquote bullet journal. So that's kind of my planner stack. So we'll see how it goes. I'm again not going to put too much pressure on myself, because I think that's where I start to like not actually fulfill my I don't want to say like my destiny, because that sounds very prestigious and not at all what I'm trying to go for. So I definitely think these three are the ones that I'm mostly going to try to focus on. This is my hope. So I hope you guys come along with me on this journey, and I'll keep you guys updated. If you have questions, please let me know down below. Again, Sadie stickers, Papertess planner or design, excuse me, Papertess designs, Sterling ink, and Leela journals. I only have a PR code for this one. It is Danny 20 to save 20% off on that kind of stuff. Sometimes with their inserts or the planners, you cannot stack my code, but you can stack it or use it for any other thing in the shop, for the most part. And you can even sometimes stack it on top of sales that she already has. So that's really nice of her to do that. But yeah, I hope you'll take a second to let me know what your planner stack is. I'm very curious of what others are doing. Let me know if you guys have questions. Thank you guys for joining me. And I look forward to
Thank you so much for watching.
in 2025.
If you enjoyed this video,
Bye,
consider liking and subscribing. Here are some other videos you can watch. Hope you enjoy.